Two Craic talks in
Number
4
50.
days. I think it's 43. But we don't have to keep numbering them. I don't know
Of course
why
we do.
we're numbering them.
Because we're going to be big on iTunes someday.
Would it not be just in the text title?
Or Google Play.
Google Play. Yeah. It is Friday afternoon.
Friday the 2nd of February. Thank you very much.
Very good.
2017. 18.
First I thought it was a joke, and then your face. Living in the past. So I watched. We talked about a bit about. I watched in the cinema
The spectacular and amazing
The Last Jedi last night.
And
we
you
sat
found it
down
to
and
be a
watched
delight.
it. It was better than what I thought it was. I enjoyed it more than watching The Force Awakens first time. I enjoyed it more. But
Spoilers.
Yeah, there's some bit. There's no spoilers here. Darth Vader's dead.
Do you know?
Oh yeah. There's another bit of the film I didn't
Go on.
like. Go on anyway.
No,
Do you know what?
No. It comes back to it because I'm talking about the older film. So we'll go.
Well, sure, go ahead with it because Darth Vader.
Mark Hamill knew about the script for ages, and up until they seen the first screening, Harrison Ford or Carrie Fisher didn't know. Apparently, in the screaming, Harrison Ford just turned to Mark Hamill and went, "You didn't fucking tell me." And he was like, "No," but apparently, the writer came to him, or the director, and said, he said, "Is it George Lucas?" He said, "The writer, whoever his name was, me, and now you know it." And he said, "If it leaks," he said, "we know it's you." And he said he was shitting it from us. Anywho.
Yeah. I wonder what George Lucas thinks of it.
Oh, the new film. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about the older films, like with the I Am Your Father.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, so that was that part, but he was the only one who knew about... No, sorry, but Harrison and Thingy didn't know about
being his dad.
Oh, right, I thought you meant about this film.
No.
When
so when the bomb dropped,
yeah.
they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Mark said he was shitting it because like it was the biggest thing. Because he read it, he got a piece of paper that went, I'm your father or something like that, and he went, he thought it was a joke. He was like, really? And they were like, yeah. Yes. So we knew for like months beforehand and couldn't tell anybody. So, back to the film.
Yeah. You know, another bit I didn't like. I always like... I like... Donald Gleeson really gave it his fucking all in this film. Like, he was really went full
evil kind of
he did, yeah.
Went full Bond villain.
And Aid being with him.
It was a lot more
It was
funny.
nice seeing Aid with him.
Aid
Edmondson. That looked like him that was his like second in command, or the guy that was in the always talking to Donald.
Can't remember, I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, it looked like him.
Bottom,
yeah. Looked like him, yeah.
I'll have to look again.
Obviously, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in it.
Who was he in it?
Okay, when I saw the screenshot of it, I was presuming it was... Do you remember with Poe Dameron, there was this alien going around with them the whole time? This... Kind of
I know there's a lot
like
of celebrity...
No, I know that. But anyway, I thought it was him, but it was another guy with the same race of alien. It was when Finn and your woman was in the casino place, and he was the guy going, "Oh, you shouldn't be here," and threw them out kind of lad. That was Joseph Gordon.
JGL. Yeah, apparently there's loads of them. I haven't looked up any of them to see who was
seen a few.
Wasn't...
Edgar Wright was in it as well.
Daniel Craig, I think, was in the last one.
He was in the last one, yeah. He was the one that Ray goes, "You let me out and give me your gun," and all that. That's Daniel Craig. Simon Pegg was in it, as we know.
Jack Harrow.
Yeah, but yeah. So when it comes to the enemies, like the stormtroopers and all them, I like them with. Actually, never mind. Doesn't matter. That's not right. I like helmets. I like real evil helmets. And when
I ever tell you a story about a guy down in Wexford apparently who was born without a helmet?
Yeah.
I think I told you that before. No,
sure, I'm sure it's around the world. I'm sure there's people that don't have it. But the part where he wrecked his helmet, didn't like that.
Kylo.
Yeah, I didn't like that because then you knew that he wasn't going to be wearing it for the rest. And even though it was, I liked his helmet when he had
smashing it
in the lift. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Because
anybody that hasn't seen it now, you can go for yourself.
I just didn't like it. I didn't.
He's such an emo. He's such an emo teen. I thought he was going to be. He was still good in this film, but and that bit with his big, massive man titties. That's a meme now. Kylo Ren's man titties. The fact that his trousers were like halfway up,
real high up,
and it just like proportion to his head, his arms and his tits are just massive. So it's turned into a big meme now. He was a Marine.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Mr. Adam. But yeah,
Driver.
yeah, it was brother to Minnie. No, he's not. Like Minnie Driver.
She was in Goodwill Hunting.
Who was it that she might be? Yeah, I think so, yeah. What was it? Was a Family Guy that she's one of the people they slag off for having a massive head. Like a big face. So she takes up, they have to zoom back in Goodwill Hunting to get her head into the
She's in I say new show, I think it's on third or fourth season, called Speechless, with Craic from Thingy, and her son is a paraplegic or something like that, and he doesn't talk, but it's supposed to be, it's like a family comedy kind of thing, but apparently it's getting good reviews. But yeah, that's what she's in now.
Where does the comedic value come from the son? If he can't talk, like, how does he contribute to the comedy?
I think it's the guy that helps him. I think there's a bit of inaudible banter between them. You know, the banter to police. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just know that they're in it.
You sounded like right there. I
Jack
just
Will,
got
Jack Whitehall. That's why I was doing the banter patrol.
in Fresh Meat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
With all the guys with him.
He is a new. That's why he was doing something with the Sidemen, because apparently he has a new YouTube channel that he's doing stuff on. I think he was promoting that. Back to Star Wars.
What do you think of KSI and Joe Weller? Who's going to win?
What's going on? I didn't even watch it.
I just see True Geordie talk about it.
I see he has it up the whole time. I haven't clicked into anything. I thought that was already done with. No. Are they actually fighting each other? Boxing? Boxing
they've probably been training, apparently. Like, properly been training. But sure, it could be for charity. I don't know.
Do they not? Is it not some, sideman beef? Some diss tracks were laid out.
But they're making so much money out of it. It's not like Conor McGregor and Floyd.
Do you hear that Floyd might be coming to MMA?
Let him on.
Did
you see Ronda the other night? I didn't go into it. Saw a bit of it.
I know she's there. Yeah.
And Rey Mysterio's back.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Apparently Raw done or Smack. I don't know what it is now. Is it Raw? Is it SmackDown?
One of both. It's both.
Is it both?
Raw was on Monday Night Raw, and SmackDown used to be Thursday.
Yeah, but is it not one now? They are gone. No. Is it still
they still have the same? But, I thought
apparently
it was gone.
Stone Cold was back in it last week. It was 25 years of Raw or something. And I didn't see it, but apparently he was back from the night. And I think there was a couple of older guys as well. Do you remember? And it was only that I liked him on Facebook. Again, one of the random pages that I liked from ages ago, but it popped up in my newsfeed. Robert Malice. Do you know that guy?
Robert Malice.
You know when at the minute I say it. He was in Sherlock Holmes, and he was also one of the guys in
Sherlock Holmes the show.
No, the movie. He was the guy with gigantism. That big fucker, the French guy, and he was also in Pacific Rim. He was the Russian guy or something. That guy. Do you remember him? I don't remember him. He was part. He was the guy with the claws, the black nails, or something like. There was three of them.
Yeah.
He was in Raw. He was your man, and he had big, massive. He had big claws, like black. It was just black and spikes, and he used to grab people by the face
and the mouth and stuff like that. Yeah, I do remember.
He was either. I think either not Shawn Michaels.
Wasn't Russian. Was he Mongolian or something? Not Mongolian, but one of those Siberian.
Yeah, well, they had the berets on and camo, not camo, but black trouser kind of yokes. But
so they were more like a gorilla
kind of a gorilla type.
I do remember. Yeah. Is that him? Yeah. I have it downloaded there. I'm going to watch it.
I mean,
I bought it on thing.
You bought it through the library of the films.
Through YouTube or something.
But yeah, so I was
like,
oh
you
fuck, I remember
YouTube.
him. Yeah, because he was congratulating them on 25 years, and he said it was one of his favourite times. His span.
I do remember him. Yeah.
Like the minute I seen he had a picture of the
Russian
claws and grabbed it, I was like, oh fuck yeah.
I like them in those in Pacific Rim. I like their big robot, big old school nuclear.
And the second Pacific Rim has John Boyega, who plays Finn in the Star Wars, which we are talking about.
And who else? Who's in the robot with him?
I don't know. Poe Dameron.
Scott
Bayard.
Yes. Who's that?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
it's a name though that sounds familiar. Scotty Too Hottie.
No.
Scott Speedman.
No, but I actually had Scott Speedman's voice in my. That's your man Michael from thing. That's who I said, because when I said Scott, I said Speedman straight after, even though it's not.
It's sticking to me, like.
Ah, come on, who another Scott that's getting out there at the moment? Who's doing well for himself? Suicide Squad, famous daddy, one of the most famous daddies ever in Hollywood.
Now I'm trying to think who's in that.
Dirty Harry.
Smith. Oh, Scott Eastwood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's in it with him.
Like, what?
Yeah. I could have just said that like 40 seconds ago.
But, we were trying to get over that 10-minute mark, so that helped with that.
Yeah. Good. Right, bye. Did you hear... that sounded like one of those cuts. I always do that when there's a pause and then I start talking. It sounds like one of those...
We jump cut
to this bit.
Rode microphone.
I saw last night a video about the man that... I won't say he invented Atari, but we'll say he invented Atari, right? Something Nolan something Nolan. And Atari was obviously big, and it was one of the founders of video games, blah, 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 back in the 70s and that. And the Gaming Institute Award, or Gaming Awards, or not Gaming Awards, but one of those ones... Gaming industry was going to give him an award for pioneers to the industry.
Yeah.
And there's this cunt, right? I think what was her name? Is it Brianna Wu or whatever her name is, something like that? Bianca Wu, whatever. She was a bit of a game developer, I hear, and she's
wonderful.
No, she's
a cunt.
She was born in 1980, so she was not even part of all this thing. But apparently, she's one of these... What would you call it? She wouldn't be a real feminazi, but she'd be one of those type...
Snowflake.
Yeah, well, she's trying to become a congresswoman. So, that... Okay. So she's jumping, again, it makes it even worse. She's jumping on the bandwagon. I say bandwagon. She's jumping on the coattails, which is really bad, of the Me Too movement, yo.
Hashtag Me Too.
Right, whatever the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck.
At Twitter, right? At MySpace, at
and
Facebook.
When they found out that he was going to get it, this guy, back in the 70s, there's been books and articles over the years being done. He was in Playboy, he did an article in Playboy years ago, blah, blah, blah. No, they used to have like hot tub parties and all this, board meetings in the hot tub. So they'd have the guys around and all that.
The guy that created Atari.
It was the guy over Atari and all. They would have had the corporate meetings in it, and then if they needed papers brought up from downstairs, they'd bring a girl up, or get someone up there, so and so, to come up, and then they'd be messing and try to get her in the hot tub and that. Young playboys being playboys. There was also women now in the corporate end of Atari as well. But she said because that was going on in the 70s, he shouldn't be allowed get because of the year of the Me Too movement joke, and they rescinded their award to him and said they're going to put that on hiatus, that award for a few years.
With that,
sorry. And then I heard that a lot of the women from Atari came out, all the women from back then, and said, "You're a cunt," more or less saying you're a fucking cunt, you're attention seeking. Slapper, whatever they were calling her. And
maybe
saying
not
that, along those lines. But she's whoring herself out just to get her name out there, because let's face it, she's not. She's on the coattails of real heartache for women in Hollywood and stuff like that. But they came out and said, like, there was none of that. Your man was never like that. There was the Playboy stuff. There was all the kind of funny jokes and stuff
while you're down there,
while you're all that kind of stuff, and that he never discriminated against any of the women in the company, him especially, but there was the other guys as well. They always gave the people the job on merit, on their.
But now this guy is after doing all this. Now he is to feel like he is to.
So now he did come out and said, "Oh well, if I did anything back then, I apologise." Blah blah blah. But your woman said in the piece as well, in her, because they all came out and tweeted or put posts out about all these different employees over the years, and she was saying, like, who is anyone going to go and tell the Beatles to give back their stuff? Or is anyone going to go to the Rolling Stones and say, oh well, now listen, you were out in the 60s, 70s, you were doing some stuff with groupies and that, give back all your awards? No one's going to do that. And this poor lad, this man now if he did, he didn't do anything.
Don't think he was a genius.
There was no allegations. So it wasn't about children, but there was none. Yeah, there was none of that stuff going on. And now his family and his grandparents or grandchildren all have to see it.
Tainted,
and you go, what the fuck is going on with the world? Because I even seen in the same video, your man put up a tweet from some fucking, and I'm going to call her a cunt because that's all she is, that she put up a tweet, she's either an editor or something or blah blah blah, that said, oh well, I wouldn't mind, I don't mind throwing innocent men under the buses with the allegations if it helps the cause.
See,
that is really,
like,
that's witch hunting. That's
not helping. Because that's not helping anybody.
I was saying, we were talking to Kim. I was talking to Kim at lunchtime about it there, and
let's make it look bad.
Because Kim has this view as well sometimes when she looks at films that because of all these movements, there's too. This is from her own mouth. It's like they're pushing women into all these roles. So and there's nothing wrong with that, but she feels that they're always pushing it, and that's how we got into this other conversation about it. And you feel sorry for the real feminists from over the years. We probably talked about this before, that have been fighting for women that aren't these men basher type things, that have all these cunts coming along now that are soiling their name.
Oh no, there's a difference.
The poor, like, those women, what are they going to do?
Women's rights and equal
and now
pay
they're,
and all.
they're fighting for us now.
All that, it makes sense. They done right. They got into fucking politics.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah, they are. Now, on that kind of topic of things, Formula One have after releasing a statement saying
I saw something about F1 and I was
because of this and the day and age of everything and how things are going, they are now not going to have Formula One girls anymore. Because it's objectifying women, bloody blah blah. Then all the Formula One women have after coming out and saying, they're after losing their jobs. There was an ex-Formula 1, she's now a stunt driver, drifter, all the rest, and she said it's completely ridiculous. They're all posting pictures now of each other throughout the years, and they're all wearing dresses. There's very few pictures of them in just bikinis. They all have dresses, or they might have.
You see the Max Powers and all that stuff. None
of that. And now they're saying that these so-called feminists are taking jobs away from women.
Yeah, I know.
And the next thing, and they were saying, well, what about cheerleaders? Why aren't cheerleaders being touched? They're a lot less stressed than them. These girls are sponsored by the companies who sponsor the cars.
And they go out and do.
So the next thing now that they're saying is, what's the next thing they're getting rid of? Oh, I think they're talking about ringside girls in boxing. Apparently they're getting rid of them. Is the next one. So,
but yet I saw, and I didn't watch the video, but yet then you see. And again, I've nothing wrong with this type of thing, but it's the hypocrisy of it. I saw Saoirse Ronan was on Ellen the other day. It was just smash or pass, that type of thing, and you're like,
that's okay.
But that's okay. It is so fucked up. Like Kim said inside, she feels sorry for Hayden growing up now.
It's hypocritical. There is such a thing as a good feminist. There is.
Oh, of course.
But this
I don't like that word. I don't like that word. It's just because
social justice fucking snowflake fucking nation. It is. It's absolutely brutal.
Isn't
A lighter note.
Oh, sorry, on a lighter note, remember,
on.
because I thought I saw read somewhere that they're trying to get rid of in production, or the showing of, or something like that, Leia's bikini thing, because she was a slave in it, and it's not right to show her. Lighter note, Mazzi, lighter note.
Elon Musk has 3 or 4.
You love him.
Yeah, he's 3 or 4 different companies. SpaceX, Tesla. Like, one of them is called the Boring Company. Don't really know exactly what they do, but for the last couple of weeks he's been showing schematics, he's been showing pictures, renderings and all of a flamethrower. Yeah, why not? Nice. He's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Last week he released he said he put out a video on Instagram, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and all, of him with the flamethrower running towards the guy filming it, going something about load of fun or something like that. Apparently it's legal to have a flamethrower if it's under a certain span that the flame goes out. This is under a certain span, so he's done it. He then released them to the public to pre-order for $500, and is after selling all of them. I think he has more of them now, but 15,000 in less than, I think, 24 hours he sold. The cool thing, okay, that's cool alone. Why would you want a flamethrower? Because it's kind of cool. But the cool thing about it is Elon Musk tweeted out something about the flame, or something about, I think, the flamethrower, or something anyway, in crypto coins. I don't even know what he was saying. I think it was the developer or the lead guy from Borderlands, Borderlands, tweeted something like, Elon, so cool, major fan, blah blah blah, would love to have it in the next game. It would be brilliant to have this along with all the other guns. And Elon just replied back, sure. So it's probably going to be in the next Borderlands.
Deadly.
But you should see it. It looks like a space gun. It looks like something out of Borderlands. It's all white with a black canister, and on the side of it has the Boring Company logo. Just Boring, whatever. Why did he make a flamethrower? Is there any need for it? No, but he could.
He probably looked through all the laws and patents and stuff and said, let's just do it. Or maybe he just looked and saw it on something.
He just running towards your man filming it.
And how is it a handheld one, or is it two-handed?
It's like a rifle. It's like a rifle. Right. Looks like a rifle.
Is it like Mickey's one from a bigger version of Mick's one from Legends of Tomorrow? Have you watched any of those?
No, not the newest.
Do you know who's in them?
I've seen the last Constantine.
No. The last what?
The last episode. Sorry, that's really long.
Oh no, but did you see there's some guy in prison with Flash?
Oh no.
And an actor or a guy that we would have known for years. I seen it because I liked our page. They pop up the, what do you call them, yokes? Those trailer yokes.
This is just to be, I'm just showing Mike on the video. There's another. He's been putting up all pictures like that for the last while and all. Why did he do it?
Because he do this.
Oh, there's
Oh, she's not allowed to do that anymore.
No, she's not.
She's not allowed. She's
promoting.
So they put all those girls out with jobs.
Yeah. So now there's a flamethrower you can buy from Elon Musk. Why not?
That's cool, guys.
Isn't it?
Oh, by the way, there could be Battlefield behind this, or Battlefront behind this.
I didn't realise that. He tweeted that out a while ago. Amber Heard, Queen of Atlantis. He must be a fan.
I can't objectify that picture.
Yeah, he must be a fan. But yeah, so flamethrowers. But that's a nice. That's a nicer note.
Yeah, that is cool. That is.
Jesus. These fucking.
Like, I used to go in and watch the Philly D's, and now I don't watch any of them anymore. I'm sick of looking at those. I'll just listen to Old Guns and Meatwagon, and that's all I'll do. And they've gone back and they've started some World of War zombies. They started. It was an hour and a half video last night of one map that they never completed, and I remember them doing it, and they got to the exact same spot and they couldn't finish it.
But World of War is 10 times harder. It is.
Oh yeah. Like it's a 2 hit without joke.
Yeah, like Black Ops 3, it is easy. There's no doubt about it. It's a 10 times easier.
It's a 1 hit without joke. Sorry. Then you're down. Yeah. Oh, of course it is. Definitely. Without a shadow of evil.
See what you did there.
No.
So any other news?
Not really. No. What? fuck did that come out of? No news. I think the childers are going off with Nanny and Grandad at the weekend to the circus. It's okay, don't be sad.
I really am jealous. This was a circus that I was supposed to be going to see, and then I ended up not being able to go now.
I think you might have talked about it, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm kind of jelly.
Yeah. But the lad is sick. He has a bit of a chest infection, but he should be able to go. He's just gone. They're actually just gone. I heard the car going out there. They're heading up to the doctor's just for the appointment, check up. And she's inside, so I'll have to go in now in a few minutes. I will. She's probably just inside watching Y'all Craft or something. And she went down to play school today and told Alicia that we watched Star Wars last night. I was like, at the cinema. Yeah, the cinema. Yeah, and apart from that, nothing. I'm thinking maybe later on this evening, I might stream some Battlefront again like last night, or I might go in just on my own and see what it would test out for an hour or so, what it would be like an arc. Because we know 7 days works. I'm not going into 7 days because we have our one, but I might go into arc, into our map, and just walk around and see. Because the computer, whatever way I had the settings, or maybe it was because I had the I was hosting or something like that. That belch won't smell nice if it comes over to you.
Sexy.
That it was heating up, it was, and I don't want it to overheat if it's live streaming, you know, taking up all the power of it. So that's what I might do later on this evening. This won't be up before then. I won't get a chance to render this, or well, we'll see. I don't think I have enough Battlefront to put up. Played 1 or 2 games last night and just recorded one or two after streaming a bit, just to see what it'd be like. And then bar that, there's nothing else to be done. I watched Pacific Rim over the weekend. What else? The children are going off next weekend, so I think I want to watch The Room and then watch The Disaster Artist. So that'll be next weekend.
Oh my God, The Room.
Thor Ragnarok there's good copies, good DVDs coming out, or Blu-rays coming. DVDs.
Sorry, I just seen there. Right, John Cleese is after creating an event. It must be his new show that he's doing. John Cleese, last time to see me before I die. That man is a he was on a chat show recently and he made some comment in the audience. I think it was kind of sexist.
And he said, "Who gives a fuck?"
And he said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm going to die soon." He said, "Why should I care?" Yeah. Sticking to me leg an awful lot. Need a shower.
I had a lovely one this morning, real hot one. It was real cold when I got out of bed.
I had a nice one last night. It was nice and it was nice. I enjoyed it. It was one of those.
I wanted to have one last night before the film, and then I never did. And
I like
nice soapy shower. Just for all you people out there thinking of the nice soapy shower.
Gavin, soapy tit wank.
Oh, that was great when the comment came out a few minutes later.
I was so happy.
It was so good.
Thanks, Gavin. Miss you, Gavin. Miss your titties.
That is just...
Miss your hairy titties. What?
It's just, you always bring that up nearly.
Hairy titties. It's just his arse. Ooh. Gavin, remember the time that I launched my nose into your bum? Without context. See, this is brilliant. Gavin will know what I mean. Without context, it's very odd. But that did happen. My nose went into Gavin's sphincter. And a lot
I think
of people
we were talking about something in a previous Craic talk, and I think you typed that actually in your phone to me because you didn't want to say it out in that particular moment. Yeah, I think you've spoken about it before.
Yeah, it's quite funny. An image I'll never forget, and a lot of people seen it.
Oh,
but yeah,
that's really it. You're heading off the weekend, and
I'm heading off now in a few hours to the wee county. County, that's what it's called.
The wee county.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it, people.
Great job. Instead of
Shorter
tumming
one
us
today.
this time, if Gavin leaves a comment, don't forget to tum Gavin. Except we might have to trim around the sphincter a bit first. We might get lodged. Klingons and all.